Welcome to our seventh day, our 18-day course. You've stuck along for 6 days, and today is the big day. Krishna speaks about the most important part of our Bhagavad Gita. Okay,
Prabhuji, I'm
Bhakti, the
making you
Bhakti
host.
section.
Okay.
Sure, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So let's dive in to Krishna's confidential messages. ज्ञानतिमिरन्नस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोविष्णुं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदामयं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं हे कृष्णकरुणासिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्ता वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining in. And well, until yesterday, Krishna was talking about why our actions are important and, why you're supposed to do karma yoga instead of karma sannyasa. And he told us what our yoga dharma is and why we're supposed to chant. But now Krishna is going to talk about something even more, something much more important. This chanting, what does this chanting bring? Why we are supposed to chant? Okay, all of this, why even this whole topic of chanting ever came up? Krishna is going to explain about himself. He's going to give knowledge of the absolute. That is, he's going to start revealing himself gradually. 6 chapters later, Krishna starts revealing himself now. And a kind request to all of you. The attendance form has been posted in the chat box. Please fill in your attendance. Thank you so much. So, before we move into chapter 7, can anybody explain, what was the most important message that you took away from chapter 6?
Can I try, Prabhuji?
Please go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. In yesterday, we learned about our mind is not our ally, not our we can enemy, but we need to align it in Krishna. We have to do it, and we learned about who is true yogi, like or different body posture. It's not true yoga. Yoga means like we need to meditate on Krishna. That is the true meaning, true definition of yoga that I learned yesterday. And if we are doing some good work or something in after birth, we will born in Vaishnav family. We're doing some good deed or something like that. We need to live a balanced life. We should not sleep more or work more, not eat. Like it should be a balance between all the three states. And we learned about 8 Ashtanga yoga, and among that, the best was bhakti. And today we are going to learn about bhakti. So that's I learned from yesterday.
Haribol Mataji, thank you so much. You have summarized the entire chapter. Thank you. So, what was Krishna in the final verse of yesterday's chapter? He said, after saying that Bhakti Yoga is the topmost of all yoga systems, what did he say? Whom did he say was the dearest to him? What were Krishna's words from the last verse of yesterday's chapter? Give it a try. It doesn't have to be pin perfect. Please give it a try.
One who is 24/7 remembers Krishna. They are the true devotees of Krishna.
Haribol Mataji, yes, that's what Krishna says. One who always thinks of me. That's what Krishna said. Thank you so much. So, moving on, chapter 7, first verse of the 7th chapter. Hare Krishna, who wants to try reciting this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Satmana Partha Yogam Injanma Udakshaya Asamshayam Samagram Mam यथा जास्यसि तच्छृणु। Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. So now here, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. If you have any doubts about who Krishna is, what is Krishna, why is he present as a super soul, Krishna is gradually going to reveal everything. Okay, but what is the qualities that we require to know about Krishna? You need to practice yoga. What does the word yoga mean? What did we learn yesterday? The meaning of the word yoga.
Always connect to Krishna.
Haribol, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Or union to Krishna.
Haribol, Mataji. Thank you so much. Yes. So connection with God is called yoga. So what is Krishna saying? By practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, okay, with mind attached to me. Maya sakta mana bharta, maya sakta mana, my mana, your mind is always, he's saying one's mind who is always attached to me. Mana partha, okay, maya sakta, that means when your mind is attached to me, partha, okay, in full consciousness of me, yogam yunjan madashraya, you're completely attached to Krishna. Then what is Krishna saying? You can know me in full, free from doubt. Because to understand Krishna, what is the most important quality of Arjuna that, which made Krishna reveal the Bhagavad Gita to him? This wasn't
Is
from yesterday's chapter, but yes, Prabhu, please go ahead.
He's a true devotee. He surrendered without any
Yeah,
ego.
thank you. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you so much. He surrendered. Arjuna surrendered unto Krishna. Yes, Mataji. Thank you. He surrendered unto Krishna and he said that I am your disciple. Surrender is what Krishna needs, and then he will completely expose himself. He will give you everything that you ever need. Now, God Krishna goes on saying, I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and nominal, by knowing which there shall remain nothing further to be known. Why is Krishna saying this? He's saying by knowing this, there's nothing further to be known. He did not use these words when he was talking about doing karma yoga. He said, karma yoga, you do your duties without being attached to me, and yes, you will achieve. But he never said that by knowing this, he never said that by doing your karma perfectly, you know everything. But now, why is he saying that by knowing which, once I give you this full knowledge, what is this full knowledge that Krishna is talking about? And what do you think, why do you think Krishna is saying there is nothing further to be known? Give it a try.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, is it the devotional service?
Yes, Mataji, Haribol, the knowledge is devotional service, and perfect. And what is Krishna saying, and why is Krishna saying that there is nothing further to be known after that?
Because this is the ultimate way of achieving Krishna.
Haribol, yes, thank you. Because yesterday we saw this in the, the Bhakti ladder as well, in the yoga ladder. Bhakti yoga is the culmination of the yoga ladder. So if you do bhakti, okay, a person who is doing karma yoga might not be the greatest bhakti yogi, but a person who's a great devotee of the Lord will also do his duties properly. Okay, and he'll have complete knowledge also because Krishna blesses him with that kind of knowledge. Because if you know Krishna, Krishna is the creator, the maintainer, the destroyer of everything. He knows what is happening, what is going to happen, what has already happened. So when you have knowledge of Krishna, you will automatically have knowledge of everything else. Because when you spend time learning about Krishna, Krishna will make sure that everything else also comes to you. Yeah. Hare Krishna, who wants to try reciting this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चित् यतति सिद्धये यतताम् अपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. So now what is Krishna saying here? Out of many thousands among men, okay, Manushyanam sahasreshu, thousands of men, one may endeavor for perfection. And of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. See, the best example is the picture that you see alongside on the slide here. What does that picture say? See, at the beginning of the marathon, at the start line, Everybody is there together. All the people are there together. Everybody is running at the same pace. Everybody is right there. But what happens as the marathon moves on? You start to see people dropping out, and towards the end of the marathon, okay, half the people would have completed the marathon. Okay, like probably half would have completed the marathon, but only one would have set a record. Only one would have won. So that's similarly what Krishna is saying here. So many thousands of people, all of these yogis sitting in the Himalayas, so many thousands of people endeavor to understand who Krishna is, what Krishna is, and all of that. But okay, out of those yogis, also one would have attained. Okay, they would have done this Ashtanga yoga completely, and they would have, you know, they would have merged with this Brahmajyoti, this light effulgence of Krishna, or they would have attained this jnana. But out of them also, what is Krishna saying? Out of those, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So these people might have done Ashtanga yoga, but how will they know? How will they know Krishna completely? It is not that easy. Knowing Krishna is not that easy. If you all are still here 1 week after the classes begin, it's not because it's because I want you to be here, or you want. It's all because you want to be here, and the most important thing is because Krishna wants to reveal himself to you. That's why you all are here. Okay, you have you have the desire to know more about Krishna, so Krishna is giving you more ways and means to know more about him. Yeah. Hare Krishna, who wants to recite this verse?
Prabhuji, may I try?
Please go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bhumir apo nalo vayuh kamano buddhir eva cha ahankara iti me bhinna prakritir ashtadha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. So what is Krishna saying? Bhumi apo nalo vayu. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. All together, these 8 comprise my separated material energies. Okay. So let's understand. Okay, this human body that we have is made up of 5 basic elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Okay, these are the 5 elements that the human body is made up of. Gross body that we can see. After this physical body, there's something called the subtle body, which consists of mind, intelligence, and false ego. What is the mind? We know. Mind thinks. Okay, and then there's the intelligence. Intelligence helps you decide between what is right and what is wrong. But then what is this false ego? Okay, what is ego? Okay, tell me what is ego. Hare Krishna, what does the word ego mean?
There is a thought of separate self.
Oh, that's a nice answer. Yes, but the ego, that your answer is right, but what does the word ego exactly mean?
For example, I'm doing all those things. So I is coming into picture.
Okay, but I is coming into picture. That's right.
Sir?
Yes, Hari Bol Mataji, Sadhana Mataji. Yes.
Prabhuji, self
Yes.
of identity.
Yes, ego means identity. The word ego actually means nothing but identity. Shiva Mataji, what you have answered is for false ego. Thank you, but that is for false ego. That's not for ego. Real ego means your real identity. What is our real identity? Our real identity is that we are all parts and parcels of Krishna. As souls, we are all parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord. Okay, that is our real identity. But what is this false ego that we have? What is this false identity that, oh, I am this, I am a guy, I'm a girl, I'm a manager, I'm a CEO, I'm a marathon runner, I'm a boxer, I'm a fighter, or, whatever. Okay, I'm a musician, or whatever different, or I'm such a great cook. All of these things are false ego, are false identifications. Our real identification is that we are part and parcels of Krishna. That is real ego. And why are we all here? Because we all have false ego. What is false ego? False ego is false identification. That's it. Okay. So besides this inferior nature, so all of these are inferior. Okay. Now Krishna talks about Besides this inferior nature, O mighty Amrachana, there is a superior energy of mind, which are all living entities who are struggling with material nature and are sustaining in this universe. Okay, what does Krishna mean by these superior energies? Superior energies are none other than us, the souls. The soul is the most powerful energy of the Lord. That's why he's saying it's my superior energy. The nature that you see around you, okay, this mind, intelligence, false ego, and your earth, water, air, ether, fire, they're all lower. Krishna himself is saying the soul is the highest. It's a superior. It's much superior to everything else. So what Krishna himself is saying, superior energy of mind. And why are we struggling in this material nature? Because we are because of our Hare Krishna. Why are we struggling here? Because of our what?
Identification with the lower energy.
Yes, Haribol Mataji. Thank you so much. Because of our false ego. Thank you so much. So anybody who's just joined in, the attendance link has been posted. Please fill in your attendance because it helps to keep track of who's been coming, who's not been coming. Hare Krishna. Moving on. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Why is Krishna saying this? Of all that is material and all that is spiritual in this world, know for certain that I am both its origin and dissolution. Sorry about the numbers, I mixed it up. But what does that mean? What does Krishna say that everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread? What do you draw from this analogy?
What I am thinking, like from a pole, like the mala, the garland is there, the thread is not visible, but the thread is present, but it is not visible to our naked eyes. So as the thing, like we are not able to see the Krishna, but he's there in each and everything that is available in
Haribol
this world.
Mataji. Perfect answer. Thank you so much. Yes, that is the perfect answer. Krishna is the origin of everything. Yes, Priya Mataji, absolutely perfect. But and Krishna, we cannot see Krishna directly, but Krishna is the one that's holding this entire cosmos. He's the one who's who's making everything operate the way it should. He's the one that's making life sustain here. Okay, Krishna is like that, like Mataji explained. He's like that thread in the pearl, which is not visible to the naked eye. But if there wasn't any thread, all the pearls, which is they would fall out and they would get lost. So, what is something that's holding all of us together? Krishna is that energy that's holding all of us together. And what is Krishna saying? I am the origin and the dissolution of everything. What does he mean by I am the origin? That means every single thing that you can possibly think of originates from Krishna. Krishna is not called the avatara, he's called the avatari. What do you mean by avatari? Avatari is the one from which all the avataras expand. So Krishna is the avatari. Okay, we'll see more on this in tomorrow's chapter. Okay, there's a Goloka chat in tomorrow's chapter. We'll see more on it tomorrow, and you'll understand what does Krishna mean by saying he's the avatari. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Who wants to recite this verse?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
रसोऽहमप्तु कौन्तेय प्रभास्मि शिशिर सूर्ययोः प्रणवः सर्ववेदेषु शब्दः के पौरुषं ऋषु.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. So, what is Krishna saying here? Now, Krishna is telling him, he's telling this for the people who don't believe that Krishna is God. Okay, who say that, oh, what is Krishna? For those kind of people, what is Krishna saying? O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water. Water has a taste. That taste is Krishna, the light of the sun and the moon. Remember, these comparisons that Krishna is making is not for the devotees. It's for these non-devotees. It's for people who don't believe that Krishna is God, who don't want to accept that Krishna is God. So he's saying, if you don't want to see me as it is, no problem. But this is what I already am. The syllable Om in the Vedic mantras, Om is also Krishna. Okay, I am the sound in ether and the ability in man. Ether is nothing but your sky. there's no perfect definition for ether in English, but yeah, the element in the sky, okay, and the sky and the space is not actually a vacuum. There is a certain sound, okay, in the sky. So Krishna is saying, I am that sound in ether. And why is Krishna saying I'm the ability in man? Because when a person thinks of doing something, Krishna has given us something, our brain, okay, which is extremely powerful. Because when we put our mind to something and we set ourselves that goal and say we want to achieve this, okay, we go to any length to achieve that goal. Yes, of course, Krishna's mercy is required, but Krishna has given us that ability to at least go to those extents. Okay, that's why ability in man is very, very great. Okay, man means both man and woman. Okay, it's not just man. Okay, it's humans in general. So now what is Krishna saying? Okay, let's see. The among of he's the taste of water, light. He's what is he among moon and sun? He's the light among the Vedic mantras. He's Om. In ether, he's the sound. In man, he's the ability. In earth, when was Krishna saying in earth I'm the fragrance? That means the first drop of rain when it falls to the earth. There's this beautiful fragrance that emanates from the ground. Krishna is saying I'm that fragrance, and he's the heat in fire. Okay, and he's the life in all that lives, and he's the penance of all ascetics. He's the original seed of all existences. Okay, Krishna is the seed giving father. From him starts everything. And among intelligent people, he's the intelligence. Okay, among powerful men, he's the prowess. Among among the strong ones, he's the strength. And see, people have this taboo about sex life because these Westerners have they've degraded it so much. But that's not how it is. Sex life, not contrary to religious principles, is something that is held to a very high standard. It's always been held to very high standards since Vedic times. Moving on. All states of being, be they of goodness, passion, or ignorance, this is Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, or Tamoguna. We'll see more on this, okay? Are manifested by my energy. I am in one sense everything, but I am independent. I am not under the modes of this material nature. We are all controlled by these modes of material nature. What are these modes of material nature? These modes of material nature, okay, these modes of material nature are nothing but, okay, goodness, passion, ignorance. Okay, Sattva guna is goodness, Rajaguna is passion, and Tamoguna is ignorance. So we all are still under one of these other modes of nature. That is, according to our behavior, we fall into one of the categories. A person who's in Sattva guna, they'll wake up early, they'll do everything quick, and and they're early risers. They go to bed early, and they have a very sorted routine day where everything goes on time, and they don't consume meat or anything, and they're very good. And then you have the people who are in Rajoguna or in the mode of passion. These kind of people, they'll consume meat, they want to satisfy their taste, okay? And what do these people do? These people also, they're extremely passionate. They're overly lusty and desirous. They are, they're never void of desires. How much ever they get, they want to keep chasing for more and more. They're never satiated. And after that comes the ones in Tamaguna, who are the worst. Okay, these people don't work, they don't act, they don't do anything. They just want to sit lazily and do absolutely nothing. But what we're supposed to understand is that you might think that, oh, that means Sattva-guna is good. No. People in Sattva-guna also have a problem. They want to be known, they want to be famous for their good work, or they always want to be known as the good person. These are the kind of issues that they have. Chanting and being a devotee of the Lord puts you in this mode called Shuddha Sattva. Okay? The highest mode of goodness. Okay? This is above the three modes of material nature. We'll see three modes of material nature. There's a whole chapter dedicated to it. Okay. Deluded by the three modes, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible, because we are all stuck in these three modes of material nature. We don't understand who Krishna is. Okay, and that's why Krishna doesn't reveal himself so easily to anybody. You can see it's not that easy that Krishna reveals himself to anybody and everybody. Okay, Krishna does not reveal himself to anybody and everybody. It is not at all possible. I mean, look, You all are seeing a live example. We saw how many people were there during the beginning on the first day and how many people are there 7 days later. Okay. We might think that, oh, those people were not interested. They might be interested, they might not be interested. But if you don't have Krishna's permission to know about him, then whatever you do, Krishna will never reveal himself. Because you all are so pious, you all are here. Okay, and Krishna is revealing himself to you. Hare Krishna, who wants to recite this verse?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I will try once.
Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Daivi hai esha gunnamai mama maya durataya mam eva ye prabhavdeyante mayam etam tarantiye.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hey, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
It's all of you should try reciting, because just by mere reciting of these verses of the Bhagavad Gita, you'll get purified. Okay, just by mere reciting. Okay, you don't have to sing it in tune, you don't have to do anything. Just by mere reciting, you will get purified. And such a young age, that's a very good step, Mataji. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. What is Krishna saying? These three modes of material nature, you can't say, oh, I'll chant and immediately I'll go into Shuddha Sattva. It doesn't work like that. It's not possible, because Krishna himself is saying it's very, very, very difficult to overcome. Okay? But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. What is Krishna saying? What is the key word everywhere that Krishna is using? Surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Why? Surrender unto Krishna in in such an extent that you don't have to spend your time or worrying about anything else, saying, oh, what if this person says that, what if this person does that, what if this happens, what if that happens. Let Krishna take care. That is called surrender. When you're not bothered by how other people respond, but your only hope is Krishna, and you say Krishna is going to take care. It just doesn't matter to me. Okay, that is the level of surrender. When you surrender like that, this material ocean is vast. Okay, but to cross beyond this huge ocean, Krishna, if you surrender unto him, all the water, the amount of water in that ocean will reduce into the amount of water present in the hoof print of a calf. Okay, imagine so much reducing to just as much. An ocean, we can't even show it with this. Whatever we do, the ocean is too vast. Such a vast ocean being reduced to the size of a hoof print of a calf. Imagine, that's how much Krishna does for us. There's this very famous saying by so many acharyas. They say that all we have to do is make a little effort for Krishna, and Krishna will reveal himself in magnificent ways. And they say that if you take one step towards Krishna, Krishna takes 10,000 steps towards you. And it's true. It's absolutely true. Okay, the more you chant, the more you read about Krishna, the more you spend time thinking about Krishna, talking about Krishna, discussing about Krishna, hearing about Krishna, you will see, chanting the holy names of the Lord, you will see how much that makes sense. Okay, it is absolutely mind-blowing. Hare Krishna, who wants to recite this verse?
May I, Prabhuji?
Go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Namam dushkrit no mudha prapadyante naradhamaha mayaya aprahat jnana asuram bhavan ashritaha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. So, what is Krishna saying here? Those miscreants, dushkritano, those miscreants who are grossly foolish, mudas, foolish, they are the lowest among mankind. Naradhamas, they're the lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons do not surrender unto me. So what is Krishna talking about? People who don't surrender unto him and who don't accept Krishna as God. He's not going to punish them. He's not saying I'm going to punish them, I'll make them sit in hell, I'll do that, I'll do this. Krishna is not cruel, okay? Krishna is the most merciful ever. Krishna is not going to do anything. What is he just saying? He's saying these kind of people are foolish. Because when somebody gives you, now for example, imagine, you've gone to the, let's say, you've gone to the Puri Jagannath temple, okay? And somebody is giving you direct access without, by skipping the line, somebody is giving you direct access to go right in front of the altar, worship the Lord, and go out. Okay, and you say, no, 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 I don't want to do that. I don't feel it's right. I will take the line. It's your loss. What can Krishna do? Krishna is showing you an option. He's saying, surrender unto me. Okay, because I am the ultimate. Everything rests upon me. From me, everything emanates. But you say, no, 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 no. I want to do karma. Then I want to do jnana. Then I'll do ashtanga. Then I'll come to bhakti. What will Krishna say? He'll say, your choice. He's never going to say no to any of our desires. Okay, we want we want to move away from Krishna. He'll say tathastu. We want to come closer to Krishna. He'll say tathastu. He's not going to do anything. And always remember, Krishna does not punish anybody, or he does not do any. He does not, if somebody says, "Oh, I don't like this Krishna," he's not going to punish them. He's not going to say anything to them. Okay, but if you become a devotee of the Lord, see, people who go against Krishna, they will. Krishna is not going to specially come and punish them and all. Okay, he's not that cruel. But people who surrender unto Krishna and become devotees of the Lord, the kind of mercy that Krishna showers upon them, no, it's absolutely unrealistic. You'll have so many mind-blowing things that happen in your life that you won't even be able to believe. Yes, Leena Mataji, you're unmuted. You can recite this verse. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते मां जना सुकृतिनोऽर्जुना आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभा.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. So, best among the Bharatas, okay? Bharatar Sabha, the best among the Bharatas. 4 kinds of pious men render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. Okay, Krishna considers all these kind of people pious. Look, the one who is distressed, who only remembers Krishna at the time, during bad times. The person who remembers Krishna when he wants wealth. Look at the kind of people Krishna is considering pious. Okay, and then the inquisitive. Okay, the one who's always questioning, what is this, what is that, how did this come into existence? These kind of people, and one who's searching for knowledge. What knowledge? Knowledge that Krishna is the supreme absolute. This knowledge, Krishna considers everybody on the same level. What is he saying? All of these people are pious. Who else would say that? Something like that. See, surrender. All of these examples are examples of surrender. Gajendra, okay, thousands of years he was fighting this crocodile. Okay, his family, his friends, his sons, wives, Gajendra the elephant. Okay, now, everybody, they stayed, they tried, they did everything, but finally everybody left him. They said this is not happening, and they left him. And thousands of years he's been fighting that crocodile to drag himself out of that water, and finally he calls out to Krishna. Kids, Gajendra Moksha in the Bhagavatam, it's such a beautiful explanation. Okay, if you just read it, the kind of prayers that Gajendra offers to Lord Krishna, okay, to Narayana, it is so wonderful. And the kind of emotion that's been, dialed into this entire scene is wonderful. In this scene, it says that Krishna, when Gajendra calls out to Narayana, he comes running on the back of Garudadev. Okay, and when he comes running on the back of Garudadev, Mata Lakshmi, she asks Narayan, she says, my Prabhu, why are you running? You're not even, when he came to Gajendra, okay, his earrings weren't in place, his hair was all over the place, his clothes were flying, everything was absolutely, nothing was in order. Like how, we have this beautiful form of the Lord. Of course, Lord is always beautiful, but nothing was in order. Okay, it was a little haphazard. So, when Mata Lakshmi asks, why are you running like this? You can wait for a while. Narayana says, Lakshmi, my devotee is calling out for me, and I cannot make my devotee wait. Okay, the second Gajendra surrendered, he got moksha. The second Arjuna surrendered, Krishna revealed the Bhagavad Gita to him. Draupadi was looking at her 5 powerful husbands. Okay, Bhima, Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Nakula, Sahadeva, nobody could do anything. Bhishma, Drona, such great warriors, such respectable people. Dhritarashtra, all of these people in the court, none of them did anything. The second she surrendered unto Krishna and she screamed out, Govinda. Okay, that Shasan, while he was trying to pull her sari off, he never could. They gave up. That is how much Krishna protects. Okay, all you have to do is surrender. Parikshit Maharaj surrendered. He surrendered. He said, I have only 7 days, no problem. I'll just surrender. And what did Shukadev Goswami do? He got the entire Bhagavatam, 7 days, 7 nights, non-stop. Okay. It's the same. Dhruv Maharaj. And this picture is of Shukadev Goswami when, the same Shukadev Goswami narrated the Bhagavatam, the son of Vyasadeva. He was in his mother's stomach for 14 years and he said, I am not going to come out of here because the second I come out from here, I'll be trapped by Maya. So he also goes to Krishna and he says, Krishna, I will only and only step out if you assure me that I will never be trapped by Maya. He surrendered to Krishna inside his mother's womb itself. And what did we get? The Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Dhruv Maharaj at the age of 5, when his stepmom, when she asked him to move away, instead of going in anger, he got and he meditated and Krishna touched him with the tip of his conch shell. Okay, Narayana form, just touched him with the tip of his conch shell. Surrender. He wanted a kingdom bigger than that of his grandfather. His grandfather is none other than Brahma. He wanted he's the son of Ikshvaku. Same Ikshvaku, Vivaswan, Ikshvaku, son of Manu. Remember? Yeah. Swayambhuva Manu, Manu to his son Ikshvaku, the same Ikshvaku. Okay. Ikshvaku's son is none other than Dhruv Maharaj. And this Dhruv Maharaj, he wanted a kingdom that was bigger than his grandfather. Okay, who is his grandfather? Lord Brahma. And Brahma, he rules over the entire material universe. And he says, I want a bigger planet than that. And when he saw this beautiful form of Narayana, this is what happens to devotees when they see the pure form of the Lord. When they see the Lord, you surrender unto the Lord, this is what happens. Okay, he saw Narayana and he said, I don't want anything. I was so foolish. How could I ever ask for anything? And this is a 5-year-old boy speaking, remember. Okay, but yes, finally at the end, he got, he got Dhruvaloka, the pole star that we see in the sky every day. That's Dhruvaloka. And that's where Vishnu also stays, Shirodakshaya Vishnu, the ocean of milk. And then Hanuman, just by the mere sight of Lord Ram, he was so pleased. Okay, and he became the greatest dasa ever. Hanuman is a perfect example of a bhakta. And these are the stages of Naimisharanya. They surrendered. And they got the Bhagavatam from Sutadev Goswami. Okay, from Shukadev Goswami was speaking, and in this Sabha, Sutadev Goswami is present, and he heard it, and he narrated this to the sages in Naimisharanya. So the Bhagavatam basically is a recitation of a recitation. Moving on. Of these, the wise one who is in full knowledge, in union with me, through pure devotional service is the best, for I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. The pious and all of these people are nice. The ones who only remember Krishna, the distressed, the inquisitive ones are always nice. But what does Krishna say? Okay. Yes, Mataji, Dhruva did get liberation. He got an entire planet for himself and he became a pure devotee of the Lord. Krishna does not present himself to anybody and everybody. He was sitting there and he was praying for Narayana. And when he saw Narayana, he was absolutely filled with bliss. He didn't want anything else. Yes, Dhruva Maharaj did get liberation, absolutely. The ultimate goal is to go back to the original state, but in material life as part of Karma Yoga, how each goal is generating, what is the purpose of that goal? Well, do your duty. What did Krishna tell us the entire time? Do your duty as a sacrifice for Krishna. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Don't be attached to the results. Excuse me. Yeah, so don't be attached to your results. Just do your duty because it's your responsibility to do your duty. And that's it. And Krishna will take care of the rest. Hare Krishna, who wants to recite this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, please go ahead.
Bahunumam janmanam ante jananavanmam prapadyate vasudeva sarvam iti samahatma sadurlabham.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, thank you so much. So what is Krishna saying here? Bahunam janmanam ante, after many, many births, And that's Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. He who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me after many, many births. And Vasudeva, he Sarvamiti, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. That is when he understands that Vasudeva is the cause of all causes. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha, such a great soul, such a Mahatma, such a great soul is very, very rare. Sudurlabha. See, this verse itself clearly says Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Who is Vasudeva? Vasudeva, Krishna, son of Vasudev, is called Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvam iti. Vasudeva is only everything. He understands that Vasudeva is only everything. Hare Krishna. Moving ahead. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worships according to their own nature. We are all stuck in what? Most of the people, demigod worship. Indra, Chandra, Surya, Brahma. We're all stuck in this only. I mean, everyone's heart has the super soul. As soon as one desires to worship the demigods, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to some particular deity. No demigod is present inside our heart. Okay? This is clearly said. Okay? It's only Krishna who's present inside our heart. 400 form of the Lord, the super soul. Okay? Shirodakshai Vishnu. The same Shirodakshai Vishnu who also resides in Dhruva Loka or the pole star. Okay? It's the same Shirodakshai Vishnu who resides in our heart as well. That Shirodakshai Vishnu. If you want to worship any demigod, okay, he's the one who makes sure that your faith for that demigod also, he's the one who draws that connection, because the demigods don't know who you are. They're not present inside your heart. How will they know who you are? Okay, so if you want to worship somebody also, Krishna will only make that happen. He himself is saying that. He's being clear. Endowed with such a faith, he seeks favors of a particular demigod and obtains his desires. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. People think that, oh, I did this demigod worship, so I got this, I got that. But if the demigods also have to sanction something, it is only after that Krishna sanctions that they get it. But people don't understand. Because what? Alpa buddhi. We don't understand everything. And we are muda, we are foolish. And most importantly, Krishna does not reveal himself to anybody and everybody. And in the beginning of the Bhagavatam itself, but okay, there's another important thing. Don't misunderstand Lord Shiva to be a normal demigod. Okay, all of these other demigods, their positions keep changing. Okay, there can be this time there's a new Indra, next time there will be a different Indra, next time there will be a new Brahma, Kubera. All of these people, their positions keep changing, but Lord Shiva remains the same. Since the beginning of creation till now, Lord Shiva has remained the same. Why has he remained the same? Because he's the highest Vaishnava. Okay, he's the greatest devotee of the Lord. Nobody can ever beat Lord Shiva in devotional service to Lord Krishna. Why? Even if you go to Vrindavan, okay, the deity that protects the entire village of Vrindavan is called Gopeshwar Mahadev. Okay, where Mahadev takes the form of a gopi to enter Vrindavan. Okay, so Gopeshwar Mahadev is the protector of the entire city of Vrindavan. So similarly, when every time Lord Krishna came down and he wanted a great devotee, when Lord Krishna came as Lord Ram as well, okay, who was Hanuman? Hanuman was none other than a form of Lord Shiva again. So the greatest, nobody can ever beat Shiva in being a better devotee to Krishna. Okay, it's absolutely impossible. So Lord Shiva is considered the highest Vaishnava. Okay, and we saw something. We saw Rudra Sampradaya. And of the 4 Sampradayas, we saw Brahma, Shri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, and finally we saw Rudra Sampradaya. And in the Rudra Sampradaya, what people misunderstand is that they deviate. Once they reach Lord Shiva, they deviate. Okay, and this deviation also is natural. Why? Because if you read the Bhagavatam, you find in the beginning of the Bhagavatam itself, okay, where Lord Krishna clearly tells Lord Shiva that in this present age of Kali, people are not fit to know who I am. So my dear Lord Shiva, please deviate them away from me, and only you filter them out, and you make sure, and only whom you see fit, you pass them to me. Everybody else, please deviate. So this is why people get deviated. I personally came to Krishna consciousness because of the blessings of Lord Shiva. Okay? And so don't ever undermine any demigod, and don't put Lord Shiva on the level of other demigods as well. Okay, he's higher than them. So moving on. Unintelligent men who know me not think I have assumed this form and personality due to their small knowledge. They do not know my higher nature, which is changeless and supreme. Only fools look at Krishna in his 200 form and say that, what is this in a normal human? Only these kind of fools can talk like that. Yeah. Yes, Sarya Mataji. Thank you. Vaishnavam Yatha Shambhu. Okay, whatever, Vaishnava, or Shambhu is the greatest Vaishnava. Okay, all forms of Lord Shiva are great devotees of the Lord. This is something called the Rudra Gita, where Lord Shiva praises. Okay, in the Bhagavatam itself, it's there. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. So people who are misunderstanding that, what is Shiva? We're too busy. Okay, with all of our misunderstanding and all of the half knowledge that we have, we are too busy fighting among ourselves for all kinds of nonsense. When it's clearly given here. Then what does Krishna say? I never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my eternal creative potency, Yogamaya. And so the deluded world knows me not, who am unborn and infallible. Infallible or Achyuta. Krishna is also called Achyuta, something that never changes, something that never falls. So that's why Krishna is called Achyuta or infallible. And he's unborn. Okay? And I'm covered by my eternal creative potency. So what is Krishna saying? For the unintelligent and foolish people, he never ever reveals himself. Okay. So, oh Arjuna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me, no one knows. Why? Because we don't want to surrender unto Krishna. Simple logic. Hare Krishna. Oh, Hari Bol, Priya Mataji. Hare Krishna, who wants to recite the next verse? Please give it a try. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just remember that you're reading for your own purification.
Shall I, Prabhuji?
Please go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yesham tvantagatam papam jananam punyakarmanam te dvandva moha nirmukta bhajante mam dridhavrataha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. If you are all sitting here, if all of us are here, it's because we did something pious in some life that Krishna gave us the permission to know about him. Krishna gave us the permission. Krishna decided to reveal himself to us. There's something, somewhere, we would have done something right. That's why we are here. Okay. Yes, we are not free from all of our sinful reactions. I don't know about all of you, but I personally have a lot of sinful reactions yet to come my way. So, but at least let them come. We at least have the support of Lord Krishna now. All these days we were trying to endeavor all by ourselves. Okay, why do Jnana yogis and these Ashtanga yogis fall down? Because they're trying to do everything by themselves. Why does a Bhakti yogi never fail? Because he's always dependent on Krishna. Everything always works together when you have a supporter, when you have a coordinator, when there's somebody whom you can depend on. Okay, rather than doing everything yourself. You might be an extremely great performer, okay, and you might be extremely good independent. But when we have support, things always get better. And those who know me as the Supreme Lord, as the governing principle of the material manifestation, who know me as the one underlying all the demigods and as the one sustaining all sacrifices, can with steadfast mind understand and know me even at the time of death. Most important thing, okay? Tomorrow's chapter that we'll see. What is Krishna saying? Who know me as the Supreme Lord, the governing principle of material manifestation. I am the creator, I am the controller. Krishna is saying this again and again and again, and still we choose not to hear, not to understand, and say, I don't want to listen to this. He's being so clear, he's being so specific, and still if we don't want to hear, then, well, it's our loss. And, he's saying, I am the one underlying all the demigods. I'm the one controlling the demigods. I am the one above them. And all the sacrifices, they finally come to me. Whatever demigod sacrifice, whatever you do, they have to come to me. They always come to me. If you do devotional service unto me, some people say, oh, but I've been doing demigod worship for so long. I don't want to stop it. See, Krishna is not ever about todna. It is not about breaking. It's all about jodna. If you are comfortable doing that, you have been doing that for ages, please go ahead. Nobody's going to stop. But add Krishna as well. This is what Namanishra Prabhu always used to tell us. Always add. Kabhi todna nahi, hamesha jodna hai. Okay, if you are comfortable doing, you have a certain set of rituals that you're, that you've been performing since generations. Go ahead. Don't have to stop them. Don't have to go against. Say, oh no, this doesn't make sense. Please do it by all means. But at the same time, add Krishna also in it. Okay, that's all. You don't have to stop anything. You don't have to go against anybody. Just add Krishna as well. Things change. Things change. Things take a beautiful turn. Okay? And before we sum up the chapter, the name of this chapter, if you all remember, was Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Okay, or knowledge of the absolute. What does Jnana mean and what does Vijnana mean? Krishna gave us Jnana. He gave us knowledge. Okay? Then what is this Vijnana? Why is he saying Jnana Vijnana Yoga? I didn't want to
Hare
ask it in the
Krishna.
beginning because at the end it would make more sense. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead. Sadhana Mataji, go ahead.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu, the practical knowledge that we have after going through the theory is Vijnana.
Hari Bol Mataji, yes. Practical knowledge or the realized knowledge. Thank you so much. That is called Vijnana. Vijnana means realized knowledge. When you understand. See, everybody gets Jnana, but you should realize what you understand from that. Only then you have Vijnana. Only if you realize what you have read, what you have heard, and what you decipher from it and what you make of it, only then it becomes Vijnana. Okay? So, okay. So, I guess that's it for the day. And yeah. Hare Krishna. Anybody?